Hello everyone, welcome to Climber. I'm Ajayi Joel, and today I'll be talking about networking vibes and Gen Zs. And if you're a Gen Z or a millennial, this applies to you. That's, let's say, if you're between like 21 to 27, 28, 29, and you are into tech or in the creative industry. Basically, if you're into any profession, let's just go with that. This applies to you. And the center of this discussion is around how to maximize networking as a Gen Z, because the way the social media is structured these days, we always relate we always relate the word vibes to Gen Zs, but the truth is, most times Gen Zs have this difficulty in growing in their career because of the lack of understanding of how to network effectively. So if you have been struggling in your profession, like you are a tech bro, you're a tech babe, or you're in the creative industry, you have one particular skill, but you've been having challenges growing in that particular skill, and you are like, where is everybody? You are just independently trying to build on your own. Independently trying to build on yourself by yourself can be pretty hard and takes longer time and can be stressful. So I'll be talking about four things, and I had to write it down. So first thing first is what it means to be a Gen Z and the difficulties in growing in career. Unlike the baby boomers are like our parents, the generation before us. It is easier to like be in communities because of the fact that they get to meet physically. Unlike now, most times we a lot of Gen Zs work remotely, like you work from home. And those who don't work from home, the way the work system is structured is everybody wants to just be independent of their self. You are playing a particular role in a company, like you are in a tech company, but you are the social media marketer. That you're the social media marketer, chances are you might find it difficult to locate social media marketers in other companies. And the goal of everybody is actually to grow in their career. You want to grow, you want to make more money, you want to increase your skills. But because you are just independent, you are the only person in that particular industry that you are aware of. It's really difficult to find the people that you can actually network with. And let's say you are into remote work. I want to tell you that it is very, very important that you join a community, like that you find a way to network. And this is why I'm making this video. So difficulty in growing in career is just that remote works are there, and there are no communities within organizations for people to actually grow. Then why is networking key to growing in one's career? So let's talk about networking now. On social media, it is easy, very, very much easy for Gen Zs to vibe. Like we use the word vibe a lot. I vibe with these people, I vibe with this set. Like you have your own carcass, you have the type of people you follow on social media because of one particular topic that you get to engage in and the likes. But have you really tried to maximize this? Have you really tried to pay attention to your own career and how you can belong to the right communities within your career, or how you can actually network to belong to career? The old way of networking is this: people just hear that there is an event, they leave their houses, they register for the event, they attend the event, they snap pictures with the professional that is speaking, and then you post it, and you feel like, yeah, I've networked. That's actually not even networking in the first place, because networking is like you're trying to build a relationship that would help you to an end, and at the same time that you also will be of contribution to the other party. But the way people have taken networking event, or like networking is, I attended this event, I saw this set of people, I've networked. If networking is not contributing to you directly, I don't even mean indirectly, directly in the area of information, in the area of access, then you're not networking. So the like I earlier mentioned, the problem with networking is that we have seen many like Gen Zs working remotely, or even those who are working in organizations are working independently. So networking is key to your growth in your career, because number one, there is no way you will be aware of the level of potential you can get to in your career if you don't belong to a certain network, or if you don't network with a certain set of persons. I joined a community a couple of months ago, and then it made me realize that I could be making times five of how much I thought I was making, or how much I was making. And because of the exposure I got in the community, I was like, so people charge this particular amount for this thing. I thought that this standard amount I charge is like a normal amount, and I was seeing people charging times five, and immediately I doubled the amount I was charging for a particular work, and I began to get offers. I was like, oh yeah, seriously interesting. So the thing with networking, why networking is important, it's that it gives you awareness of how much potential you can grow. Without being in the right network, you would just be limited to you'll be limited to the opinion or the mindset you have, because a lot of people play, I don't need network. Unfortunately, you actually do. So it is important to give you that exposure to how much you can grow. Two, it also gives you access. It gives you that access to grow itself. Without networks, you cannot do some things. And this is one of the reasons why you need to take community seriously, which I would explain how to actually get the best communities. Because for you to get access to some things, you need to know certain set of people. Yesterday, I I had a problem like a couple of days ago, and I needed a solution to it. And I asked on my WhatsApp friends, and some of them contributed. Then one of them said, "Why don't you like ask in your network of people for this particular thing?" And I said, "Okay, yes, I'm going to ask," and I did, and I got better answers and clarity with what I was doing. And I also remembered like last a couple of weeks ago as well, I needed access to somebody in a top industry. So I had to ask within that network. And it didn't take up to 3 days, something that would take me months to begin to look for the contact of the person and how I could get access to the person. Within days, within 3 days, I was able to get across and the email address of the person. So it gives you access, it gives you information, like a level of exposure. Then let's talk about vibes. We say the the word for networking now, we can relate it with vibes, because we are Gen Z's, vibrant, energetic vibes. I vibe with this guy, I don't vibe with this guy, I vibe. Yeah, vibes. So one of the communities I belong to is called Growth Vibes and Inshallah. Like anywhere you're watching this, if you're part of the community, you can say a shout out, you can drop a comment, and also you can actually share with your friends. So let's say vibes is networking, which actually it is. How do you channel, like how to balance vibes with networking? Networking is strategic. Networking is, and mind you, a lot of founders have maximized networking to the point that it has helped them raise millions of dollars. Like they look at this network, there is a secret to net. Okay, let me not just jump, but balancing vibes with networking is this. Vibes is more of like the entertainment part, the interesting part, the entertaining part of meeting with people. Why networking is the strategic part of meeting with people. Gen Zs and millennials have uh, Gen Zs and millennials have gone with the first one, vibes. Like I vibe. But we've not really maximized networking. In that, networking is, I want to achieve this, so I belong to this particular network. Vibes is that I belong to this particular network because of the thrills, the emotions, the gist, and everything. Now, you can take advantage of that to be strategic. And I'm saying this to everybody that is into one industry or the other, especially in the tech industry. The tech industry is actually saturated with too much of vibes on Twitter, and you feel like, well, I belong to a community. You don't, because when it comes to when you want to get the tiny details on the important things that you need to do, you find it difficult to get them. I don't mean like you want to get a particular information and then you go to I've forgotten the sites that software developers get to and they get answers to their questions. I mean, you want to get access to some set of people, you want to get access to an information, you want to grow. You cannot easily get it because Twitter is all about vibes. But at the same time, those who have their way or those who are smart enough know how they've maximized networking from this. So it will bring me to the last point: is what's the secrets of networking, the few secrets that you can actually use to network. One, it's just basically simple. One is that you have to like figure out your industry and then the niche that you belong to. So you are into marketing, you're in the marketing industry, you need to figure out the niche that you belong to. I do writing and content marketing. I do not join digital marketing communities because I'm not a digital marketer, and I don't join major marketing communities because I don't need the information from major marketing communities. I belong to a content marketing community on Slack that is really, really exclusive. And at the same time, I belong to a marketing community, or this one is actually a general marketing community on Telegram, but basically they are also more they are more focused on content marketing and the likes. So it's easier for you. So like, let me not do too much of explanation. One, you have to like niche down to what exactly you are focused on. Then two, networking is not all about you're going to take pictures and snapping with people, but at the same time, networking involves being part of movements. So if you want to uh, know people, I have a friend that reached out to me. She's into marketing and she says she doesn't know any other marketer. Now that's the problem. The problem is you've not niched down, but now that you've niched down, you know exactly what you want to do. You have to go out either virtually or digitally. So virtually or physically. One of the things I did when I moved to a new location was I tried to check online on the events. There is this website I did not pay attention to that I was supposed to talk about. With the website, you can check for the events that are holding in your location. So I checked for the events that will be holding in my location for the next 6 months. List of events, looked at the ones that are relating to what I was doing or the type of people I wanted to meet, and I marked it down, marked down the date, set an alarm for it, set a reminder for it, against the date, before the date and against the date, and I attended. From there, I began to meet with people. Exchange contacts. I've forgotten the website, but I'm going to drop the description, the link of the website or the name of the website in the description of this video on YouTube. It's a website where you can check for any event holding virtually and physically in your location. So attend virtual events, also attend physical events, which is like really important. Even if it's once a month, once in 2 months, you get to meet with people, exchange contact. Then to attend virtual events. Virtual events makes you realize that there are many more people in the industry that you belong to than you think, and it gives you room for you to begin to follow them. Oh, let me follow this person. I need to follow this person. I'm going to follow this person. And that's how you begin to build your network. You know, when they say network is your net worth, it is not a false statement. Your network is your net worth because your network gives you a lot of leverage that not having them would not give you. Like with your network, you can easily get access. I have a friend that says you are 6 persons away from anybody in the world. Like you're 6 persons away from Barack Obama, you're 6 persons away from Putin, you're 6 persons away from Bill Gates. And I agree with that. I've tried this a couple of times where I want to reach somebody, but within a network, I don't want to mention the company I wanted to reach, but it's actually a very top company in the US. And in that community, I just asked, like, it would take me months to be able to get access to them, but in 3 days, I was able to get access to them. So, one, niche down. Two, I will drop the link to the website where you can actually check for events within your community. Then, three, you should actually also be attentive on social media. When you see people that are speaking things in line with what you're doing, follow them. Once you follow them, get to engage, especially influencers. Follow influencers in your niche. Try to search for them. Ask friends. Once you get to follow them, when they have events or talk about this, follow it. It gives you room to begin to meet new people that are actually also doing the same thing that you're doing, and it would be beneficial for you. So I do not want to talk too much, but I've been able to explain networking vibes and Gen Z's. Networking is very, very important. I'm going to do more breakdown on this in the future. But if you're just watching this, I've made a video on how to get, like, if you're a Gen Z or a millennial watching this, I believe this information will be of value to you. The fact that I made a video on how to get a remote job, or get any remote jobs, and I explain a couple of things on how you can start freelancing, the best freelancing platforms to use, the best remote sites that you can get jobs that are not crowded. I also explain, I made a video on breakfast in jobs, how to get recruiters to fall in love with you, because I believe that a lot of you want to get remote jobs that pay 10 times, 5 times higher than how much you earn. So if you're watching this, I want you to subscribe to this channel, share with your friends who are actually in the same industry, let them watch, and turn on post notification, because you'll be receiving at least 2 videos per week, which would be really beneficial to your growth in the tech and in the creative industry. So till then, I would say keep grinding, keep believing. There is more to do in tech. There is a lot of money to make. There is a lot of progress and fast tracking to grow in your career. And you can follow us on social media at Official Climber too as well. And till then, keep believing in what you're doing, put in the work, put in extra work, and don't give up.